Welcome to Westhills Wednesdays. I'm Mark, or whatever day it is. Who really knows anymore? Anyway, let's get to our top stories. We have a great show today. It's actually probably one of our longer shows, but it's because we've got a lot of great stuff. First up is the WTN Science Minute with Miss Burchell. She is going to show you how to smash a sundrop can. I hope no sundrop was harmed in the making of this video. Let's roll it.
She blinded me with science.
Hey y'all, Miss Rochelle here. Quarantine hair and all. I hope everyone is staying safe and enjoying this time at home with their families. Today's experiment, I have some tongs, I have a burner, and you can use your stovetop with a parent supervision. I have a can with a little bit of water in it, and then I have an ice cold bowl of water. So right now, my water inside my can is starting to get warm. We're gonna wait for it to boil. So you should be able to see the water vapor coming out of the top when it's ready. Okay, so you can see the steam, the water vapor coming out of the top. So that means the water is boiling. I have my tongs because the can is very hot. And honestly, you probably need some goggles on just to be safe. So I'm just gonna take my can and place it in my ice cold water. And as you can see, I have crushed the can. So how was I able to crush the can? So a can is crushed when the air pressure on the outside is greater than the air pressure on the inside, and that can's not able to withstand it. So when the water condensed, or the water vapor condensed, the air pressure on the inside was less dense and caused the can to crush. See y'all next week.
She blinded me with science.
Westhills Birthdays, sponsored by Berry Global.
We're back with one of our features that we started while we were all at school called Westhills All-Stars. In this episode today, we are going to show you Jack Liggett, one of the superstars of our chorus. Take it away, Jack.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on.
There's a camptown man used to plow and sing. He loved that mule and his mule loved him. When the day got long, like it does about now, I'd hear him singing to his muley cow, calling, come on, you sweet old girl. I bet the wide world a mean old world, heavy in need. That big machine is just a picking up speed. They were supping on tears, well now they're supping on water. We all get to heaven in our own sweet time. So come on, you Asheville boys, raise up your old town noise and kick till the dust comes up through the cracks in the floor, singing hard times ain't gonna rule my mind. Hard times ain't gonna rule my mind. Sugar, hard times ain't gonna rule my mind no more. But the Camptown man, he doesn't plow no more. I've seen him walking down to the Superette store. Guess he lost that knack and he forgot that song. Woke up one morning and his mule was gone. So come on, you ragtime kings, and come on, you dogs, and sing, and kick till the dust comes up through the cracks in the floor, singing hard times ain't gonna rule my mind. Hard times ain't gonna rule my mind. Bessie, hard times ain't gonna rule my mind no more.
In keeping with our music theme, Miss Tom's had a few students send in beatboxing videos. Let's watch those. I'm not gonna beatbox, don't worry. W Team Weather is up next. It's been great weather here lately. Bad news is we're probably going to get some rain in the next few days, but let's look at the forecast nonetheless.
Westhills Weather is brought to you by McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Hello, this is Chloe from the Westhills Weather. What do I think? I think it's gonna rain today. I think it's gonna rain for the next days, and we're expecting thunderstorms tomorrow.
Teachers and students alike are missing school right now. For those of you missing social studies, Miss Farmer has sent us in a lesson to tide us over until we get back together. Take it away, Miss Farmer.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about the rise of the Sumerians. And so it's going to be a little review of social studies and also going to incorporate some ELA into it. The Sumerians invented irrigation, metallurgy, and they also domesticated animals and invented the wheel. So when we look at irrigation, production of tools, and use of animals, there was a problem. They had to come up with a solution, and then we have to identify what the result of that was. So when we look at irrigation, it says that there was only a small area of land that could be farmed because of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers flooding. You couldn't be very close to the river. So because only a small amount of land had access to water, they had to come up with something. So what they came up with was irrigation. So here we have irrigation, and what they did is they dug a system of canals to bring water to their crops. So that was the problem. This was the solution. And what was the result of that? It allowed farmers to produce more crops on larger areas of land. So on our graphic organizer, only a small amount of land had access to water and could be farmed. Sumerians built irrigation canals to bring water to the crops, and farmers could use more land to grow more crops, which in turn would lead to a surplus and more time on their hands. So then we have production of tools. Well, what was the problem? The problem was that clay and copper tools often broke. So what they did to fix this problem, see, here is our text evidence, to fix the problem. They experimented with metallurgy. So what they ended up doing was they mixed copper and tin together, and that made bronze. So that is our text evidence. They mixed copper and tin together, and that made bronze. So because they had stronger tools, they were able to plow larger fields and harvest even more crops. So we come over here. Clay and copper tools frequently broke, which is what our text evidence said. The Sumerians mixed copper and tin to make bronze farming tools. And because of that, the result, farmers could plow larger fields and harvest more crops. So then the final thing was use of animals. They previously had to carry everything by hand, which made it very difficult to carry much to the market, and so they weren't able to trade much. So what they had to do was they came up with domesticating the animals. Problem, carrying crops and other farm goods by hand was difficult. They domesticated the animals, and they also developed the wheel. So when they developed the wheel, that was able to help them transport their goods faster and allow them, using the animals, to be able to plow and produce more crops. So, based on our text evidence, the Sumerians domesticated animals and developed the wheel, and farmers were able to use the carts and the animals to transport goods and also to plow more land and plow it faster. So this is how we have reviewed the rise of the Sumerians, what they contributed to society, and also our text evidence, which is something we always have to go back to. So that's all there is for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Miss y'all. Bye.
That will do it for Westhills Wednesdays this week. I'm Mr. Wood. Stay tuned for a sing-along with one of my favorite songs from Frozen 2. Which, let's just be honest about Frozen 2. I watched the movie and there were some major plot holes. Spoiler alert. How did she even become the fifth element or whatever it is that she is? They don't really explain it that much. I'm just saying, It doesn't really make any sense. There's a lot of stuff going on in Frozen 2 that I really don't understand. But anyway, we'll see you next time.
Again you're gone, off on a different path than mine. I'm left behind, wondering if I should follow. You had to go, and of course it's always fine. I probably could catch up with you tomorrow. But is this what it feels like to be growing apart? When did I become the one who's always chasing your heart? Now I turn around and find I am lost in the woods. North is south, right is left when you're gone. I'm the one who sees you home, but now I'm lost in the woods, and I don't know what path you are on. I'm lost in the woods. Up till now, the next step was a question of how. I never thought it was a question of whether.